My office is awesome. It's a great place to edit. The outside walls are slowly getting more tricked out, and most recently got the addition of these awesome portraits of my crew, a gift from the boss lady. But today, I'm going to add something functional. This is my current video schedule board. It's been helpful in keeping things kind of organized, but I can do much better. I'm going to make a new magnetic video schedule board right here below the pictures. I'll also have an area to write notes and ideas and keep track of other things. Throughout the last year, I've taken so many steps to improve organization in my workshop and workflow. As I start making more videos and planning further ahead, staying organized is super important. This video is sponsored by Skillshare. More on that a little bit later. To get started, I use some tape to mark out where it'll be on the wall, so I know how big I can make it. Half of it will be magnetic, and the other half will be a whiteboard. I picked up this thin sheet metal. I took a few fridge magnets to the store just to be sure the metal was magnetic. I just needed to make one cut to get it to the correct dimension. It's always fun making sparks. Then I used some sandpaper to get rid of any sharpies on the edge. I'm keeping the theme with my colors, and since the whiteboard will be white, I'm making this magnetic area blue. Surprisingly, it spray painted really well. At the store, I'm able to purchase a full 4x8 whiteboard sheet for about $15. It's very thin at 1/8 of an inch. While I'm only using a portion of this for the build, I'll be able to use the rest for marble machine tracks. On the backside, I marked the dimensions to be cut out, 30 inches by 36 inches. Then I cut it directly on the workbench after setting the circular saw to cut just a hair more than the thickness of the wood. I'm going to make custom magnets that I can write on, so I cut another portion from the whiteboard sheet, then rip that into strips 1.5 inches wide. From these strips, I'm going to cut them into 3 sizes, 3 inches long for the dates, 8 inches long for the video title, and small 1.5 inch squares to be used as status buttons. I cut 14 for each of the date and title sizes, then I cut 50 of the small squares. Now I need to attach magnets to each of these pieces. Because there were so many pieces, I needed a lot of magnets. These will be attached with super glue, and Sean did the first test. About a half hour later, we tested it and it was good to go. So I then attached all the other magnets. Every piece got 1 magnet, except for the long pieces, they got 2. There are about 10 steps to my process of creating a video like this. Those steps are design, gather materials, build and film, write a script, record the audio, cut it together, edit the sound, quality control, upload, and release. Obviously, some steps take longer than others, and sometimes a video requires a few more steps, but this is pretty much it. I gathered icons for each step and printed out 5 of each to be added to the magnets. Then I just used plain old Elmer's glue to attach the paper icons to the magnets. We're ready to put the board up on the wall. I first brought the whiteboard piece over and nailed it at the corners. Then I held the metal sheet in place and nailed it at the corners as well. I added a few more nails where it was necessary. Then I cut and painted some 1/2 inch square dowels to act as the trim. The trim was attached with brad nails. Time to finish this thing. I wrote out all the dates for the next 14 Saturdays, then the videos that I plan on releasing for each date. Each video is at a different step in the process, so using the new status magnets, I marked where each video was at. As of this filming in early February, I planned on releasing this video April 24th. That could obviously change as time goes on, and what makes it easy is I can just swap magnets around. I'll use different colors on the video titles to show different categories. Orange will be house projects, blue is for marble machines, magenta is for miscellaneous projects, and stuff like that. Around the first of every month, patrons will be getting an updated look at the video schedule, so they can see what is in the pipeline and how it may have changed in the previous month. For the whiteboard area, I have the freedom to use it any way I like. For now, I'm dividing it into 4 sections to keep track of different things. If you're looking to improve your productivity like me, be sure to check out Skillshare, where you can learn about a multitude of topics such as photography, music, and web development. I've already taken classes in animation, film and video, and productivity. I took Thomas Frank's class Productivity for Creatives, where he walks you step by step through building a productivity system that works for you. This time, specifically for people aiming to do creative work. Though if you're already productive, you can use your time wisely by taking some of the thousands of options that Skillshare has to offer. Plus, they're always launching new classes, so let your creativity run wild. Start learning new skills today with a free trial by being one of the first 1,000 to use the link in the description. With some scrap plywood, I made bins to live underneath the board. These will hold extra magnets and dry erase markers. With this, they'll always be close by, so I can easily make updates as I complete steps. And that's it. I now have a much better system to keep my workflow organized. I'm usually working on 6 to 12 videos all at the same time, so a well thought out system like this is a necessity. If I'm ever able to make the jump to 2 videos a week, this board will be there to keep the train on the tracks. This kind of border system could be utilized for really anything. I've just set it up in a way to work for me. Okay, that's it for now. See ya.